Ever wonder what used oil looks like under the microscope? Today, we're going to find out what new oil versus used oil looks like under the microscope. So that's what we're going to do today is we're going to go with used oil versus new oil under the scope. And what you guys are going to find, I think, is going to want to make you change your oil a lot more often than what you do. So what we have here is we have full synthetic. On this side, we have used oil from a motor that takes full synthetic 520 on the other side. So first up under the scope that we're going to do is we're going to go into the new oil, which is brand new oil right here. This is 4X. This is on 4X. As you can see, it's even hard to even see through it. It starts seeing stuff through at the bottom of the microscope down there. You can see this is the edge line because it's so clean. I'm just trying to dose the drop. Let's just zoom in and see what that is. It's probably just a speck, whatever it is. Sometimes you're going to see a little bit of contaminants and stuff from the manufacturer. You notice that there's no real debris, a whole bunch of debris in here. Everything's nice and clean. You can see through it. It's so clean that it's hard for the microscope to even pick up what's in here. There's a little bit of stuff in here, like a little bit. That's probably just from where I poured it out or I had on my finger. But anyway, that's the new oil. As you can see, this is brand new oil. Is very clean. It's hard to see through. Now let's switch over to the used oil. Now you can see it's a lot different in color already. So we've already got the different color. We're going to start with the 4X. So this is the 4X. You can already see the difference in color, and look, we're already starting to see a bunch of particles. You see the particle right here? Let me move this up here into view a little bit. And what you're going to find is a lot of these particles do move. This is a magnet. So basically that's what the magnet's going to do, is going to find the particles in there that move. You see there's some combustion, carbon built up over here, a little bit of carbon. We scroll over here, we're just moving the thing left and right. Let's see if we can find something in here. There's something right there. Let's zoom in on that. Let's see if that little piece right there is metallic. This is a magnet. We're going to see if it moves. It doesn't, so that means it's carbon. So it being carbon, let's just go look around. Just more carbon deposits and stuff in here. Let's go see if we can find something else. Is that an air pocket there? I don't think so. That's a carbon deposit right there. I'm going to move over here just to see. As you can see, all these little dots, these are all carbon built up or pieces of the internal pieces of the motor. We're going to try to find one that's like metallic that moves, so I could show you one moving. You just got to keep looking for them, but this is just one drop of oil. Out of the hundreds and hundreds of drops, it would be thousands of drops. You can see the difference here. This is where we're off the edge, and then we're going back into the oil. It's really dark. It's not really laid together very good. It's the other oil is so clean. There's a bunch of plates. There's a whole bunch of stuff right here. Look at all these. Did you find anything metal yet? This is all carbon. This is only at 4X. When we find the other one, we're going to go a little bit deeper into the oil. We're going to go in 10 times into the oil. Oh, by the way, guys, we're going to find some metal pieces here in a minute. I'm going to show you, but I'm also I want you guys to write down this code word. The code word is carbon for this week. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a 5-week giveaway. You know, I'm doing a 5-week under the scope series, and I'm giving away a $150 GOOLOO Jump Starter with air compressor. I think it's awesome. It honestly would be a perfect Christmas gift for someone who works on cars. You got to watch all 5 videos. You have to watch the video. At some point in the video, I'm going to put a code word in there, and in that code word, you have to take that code word and put it in the comments. I'm going to take all the people that comment on all 5 videos, and at the end of the week 5, I'm going to put all your comments, you know, each person, each subscriber, into a wheel that spins, and see who wins this $150 jump starter with air compressor from GOOLOO. So continuing on here, just remember that the code word this week is carbon, because we're looking for carbon deposits. And as you can see, all these little flakes right here are all carbon deposits and metal flakes. And if you look right there, might be a little piece of metal if it moves. Nothing yet. Let's go over here a little bit further into the side of the video. Let's see if we can find something. That might be a piece of metal right there. And zoom in, that looks like a piece of metal. Look at there, there's a piece right there. See how it's moving? This is a magnet and it's moving. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to zoom in on this. This is what's in your motor. This is one drop of your motor. There's thousands and thousands of these through your oil, because you know the filter's not catching you. Filters can only capture parts of the filter. If it's really small, if it's a certain size, it'll go pass right through the filter, and then it gets into your, you know, then you got this floating around in your oil. So let's zoom in a little bit further on this. I'm going to change this down to 10. We're going to go to 10x. So now let's zoom back in and see if we can find that again. You see on this one here is going to be a lot more particles once we get zoomed in there. You see all the particles there? This is on 10x. So on 10x, you can see there's a lot of difference between 4x and 10x. You can see all these little particles. These are all either pieces of metal or carbon built up that's in the metal that the filters not catch. This level. Now this is the piece of metal we were looking at a minute ago. Let's see if it moves. It means that's a piece of metal that's in your oil, that's traveling around in your motor, that can easily attach to things and cause, you know, problems with and turn your motor. This is why it's very important that you consistently change your oil, even full synthetic. This is a microparticle. Look how big that is. That looks, I don't know how big that is, but at the same time, this is under 10x. Zoomed in, under 10x. And 4x, you've seen it wasn't as big, but 10x, it is bigger. So you can see this is all the stuff that's floating around in your oil. And that's why you must change your oil. So back to the scope here, this is why clean oil matters. These tiny little metal and carbon flakes, they're abrasive, they scratch your bearings. They increase your engine's oil, the wear internally in your engine, and they shorten the engine life. So therefore, it's extremely important for you to change your oil, and this is why it's important. So if you guys have any questions, don't forget to comment the word carbon, and to subscribe. You have to comment the word carbon on all 5 of it. It's not each week is going to have a different code word. This week is carbon. You have to comment on all 5 videos to actually be eligible for the $150 jump starter, GOOLOO Jump Starter. GOOLOO is a great product. You know, jump started my car multiple times. I've got one, and you know, anytime it's dead, whatever, helping friends out, they need to jump. You don't have to worry about jumper cables no more. Just get the jump box out, jumps it right up. All right, well, that's free, and plus an air compressor, so you have a flat tire on the side of the road, you got an air compressor right there with you. All right, guys, have a great week. We'll see you next week.